Today, we're going to enjoy the privileged vantage point of seeing both the broad and obvious physical changes that are steadily progressing, as well as the incredible detail taking shape in so many areas during this historic renovation of the Lerner Theater in Elkhart. As you can see, a few months have passed since we stood here on this corner, and you can see also that the facade's taking shape. And as you look at the details and the columns, and a lot of things that we had to cast to make it look like the other building are now being done out of fiberglass. In the next few months, you're going to see the building enclosed, where all the windows and we're all weather tight. The building should look a lot more like a completely limestone building at that time. In this segment, we'll see the amazing and modern improvements being made to match the heritage-laden facade of the Lerner. We will also get a very detailed look at some of the beautifully ornate renovations that will, from a distance, appear very attractive, but may not be seen up close again for decades to come. And what renovation project would be complete without before and after images and footage? These should give you a keen appreciation for the truly amazing transformations that have happened here. As you can see now that we're actually in the theater, the auditorium. What's happened is, you can see behind me where the scaffolding is now coming down. The scaffolding took about 6 weeks to put up. It's going to take 4 weeks to take down. But what they did in the meantime, which also took about 2 months, was paint the ceiling. The ceiling involved more than just painting, though. We had to reproduce a lot of the plaster castings. They were broken, and some of them were weather torn because of some of the leaking in the roof from years gone by. We reproduced it. It's all colored now, and it's a lot brighter than as most of the Elkhartans would remember. Additionally, we will reveal a long-forgotten and unseen special adornment of the theater that has been brought back to life by very skilled and experienced craftsmen and artisans.
So when we first got here, the place was in bad shape. You know, you had a lot of water damage, physical just abuse from over the years, a lot of peeling paint, and a whole lot of dirt. And so when we first got here, we come in, we clean everything, we demo everything, we prime everything, patch everything back, paint everything, base paint. We use glazes on top of the bases. That's why there's primary, secondary colors. And then, you know, some things get tipped with gold leaf. You know, the paint job was designed by Evergreen. And, you know, it's kind of like a gem in the rough.
Lastly, we will get a final glimpse of the internal infrastructure that has made all the rejuvenation of this facility possible, including new spaces that will add majesty and functionality to the soon-to-be new Lerner Theater. As you can see, we're on the second floor now of the new addition. It's the ballroom, the grand room. It's divided into 3 separate rooms for meetings. You can see in the background where our people are now doing what we call the light gauge steel, creating bulkheads that will also handle the track that divides up the 3 rooms with large panel doors that are acoustic in nature. Majority Builders will be providing more updates on the historic Elko Lerner Theater in the future. Thanks for sharing your time with us.